Hi, Talia. Can you hear me? Let's see. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Sammy.
Hi.
We can't see you, but I see your name.
Oh shoot.
I think in the top you can click join with video. Oh, there you are. How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Window frame back there behind you.
What?
I like the window frame behind you. That looks like garden art.
Me or her?
Sammy, your mirror. You're
Oh.
doesn't that look like that would be in a garden?
Yeah.
I like it. Are you back at your house?
Mm.
Yeah, let's see how I add people. Hi, Matt. Hi, Georgia. I'm gonna have you guys type a couple of things in the comments. So let me try to figure this out. Can you guys see that chat?
Yeah.
So I'll keep that as attendance for today. Hi, Whitney. Hi, Nori.
Oops. Uh-oh. Accident press enter.
And Nori, I can not see you. I don't know if you want video to be shown. You don't have to. Hi, Michaela. Same to you. We can't see you, which is fine, but just FYI. And you can one at a time, but you can also answer question 1 through 4. It doesn't matter. It'll be saved.
Oh, got it.
How do you hit enter without sending it?
Shift enter, I think. If you hit shift at the same time that you hit enter, I think it lets you do it.
That's what I did, and it sent it.
And then you can do the whole thing. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Hi, Angie. Hi, Brett.
Where's Christian?
So for those of you just joining in the chat, I wrote 4 questions that you can be typing in. Hi, Jake. Welcome. Hi, Zach. If you don't want to answer the questions, that's fine. It's kind of like a thought of the day, but a shared one.
You said you wrote that. Where's your question at?
If you open the group chat, so go down to the bottom where there's a chat symbol, and then if you open,
Okay.
you'll see I was the first one to type.
Oh, I see. Okay. Were people? Okay, because I just see like answers. I don't see like a.
Oh, can you scroll up or no? I will. Let me share because I have the actual document.
Because I think I added like maybe a second late before you posted it.
So can you guys see those questions on the Word document now?
Oh yeah.
Or I'll just share my whole screen. That might be easier. Okay, while you guys are going to do that, while you're working on that, hi, hello, welcome, by the way. Oh, wait, let's see. Now that I have it at big, can you guys tell when somebody's trying to get into the meeting? Like if somebody else wants to add?
No, I don't think so.
I'm not sure if I can see it now that I've shared my screen. Oh, I can see it if I pull it up, and that's fine. Okay, so while you're working on that, and if you just want to write your name or say hi for credit, that's fine as well. I'm also recording this, so if you know people who didn't get to sign in because they have other things going on, that's fine. This will be pretty informal. I mostly wanted to say hi to you guys, that I miss you all. It's fun being at home, but it's also fun seeing you guys and having small chat and looking at your water bottles and seeing what cool stickers you have and such. So I have a couple of points I want to go over. You can see them if you want. I want to review the schedule. So I posted this on Canvas. Can you all see my schedule, right? What I'm showing you, you do a thumbs up if you can see it. Okay, so I posted this on Canvas. I've taken out Chapter 13 quiz. I've taken out Chapter 9 quiz. I already took out the quiz on sustainability because we missed that discussion, and we missed the discussion on gut bacteria. I also took out the reflection paper for this week. So you still have 3 chapters to read in our book and 1 Canvas reading. If you have thoughts or suggestions on the load and on how you want to try to learn vitamins and minerals and electrolytes, I'm completely open to your suggestions. The first week that we were online, I had you read several articles. Then this last week, I posted the lectures online as if we were together. Even though they were the same lectures that we would have gone over together, it seemed like it was a lot, and it was really long. And I think I just was talking more because I was just looking into a video. But it seemed like a little bit more of an overload than I wanted to give to you, which is why I extended proteins until tonight, so you had longer because there were 3 videos. But if you have suggestions on how you would like to continue and proceed for our last 4 discussions, I'm completely open. I don't want you to miss out on information. I think it's really important, but I also don't want this to be a big workload for you either. So I will put something together for vitamins and for minerals and electrolytes. And if you want to add comments on what your suggestion is, if you say, wow, that was way too much this last week, or it was fine, or it was just okay, your comments will not hurt my feelings in any way. So you can, or you can send me a private message, or you can send me an email. You do have a nutrition analysis. So rather than it being part 1 and part 2, I combined it. Usually what we do is I have you do part 1 and then you have it with you. And then when we're talking about nutrition, you can flip through and look and see how much vitamin A you consumed and whatnot. But we're not together. And so you'll just have nutrition analysis coming up. So let me open that document. So this is posted on Canvas, and some of you might have looked at it already. The point of this is, so it'll be kind of different now that you're at home, but usually when you're at school, your Tuesday and Thursdays might look way different than your Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, which might look way different than your weekends. And so the idea is to choose one day on a Tuesday, Thursday, one day on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, one day on a weekend, and record everything that you consume: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, drinks, anything that you're eating. And then you can either go to myfitnesspal.com, which looks like this. It's free. The reason that we use it is because MyFitnessPal, they're in collaboration with Sodexo. So usually when students who live on campus who consume food in the CAF, they could type in Sodexo enchiladas and it would give you all of the nutrition information because there's that collaboration. If you don't want to use MyFitnessPal, you don't have to. Don't get an account that you have to pay for. There's tons of apps that are free. If you already use a different app, keep using that app. But I want you to record what you're consuming for 3 days and try to choose 3 different days so that you can get an accurate representation of maybe are you forgetting to eat one day? Are you eating 10 meals one day? Are you not drinking water at all? Are you going 10,000% over on sodium? Giving you an idea of some numbers so that you can then analyze it. So if you use the MyFitnessPal website, these are very specific directions on what to click, how to do it, how to enter food. If you do the app, so there's also a free app, it's a lot easier, and you can even take pictures of what you're eating, and sometimes it will know it, or you can take a picture of the back of the box and it will update it for you. So any app that you want, any website that you want, if you already have one, continue using that. After your 3 days, then you're going to be assessing. So these are the things that this app will assess. So I'm hoping that whatever app you choose or program you choose, they will probably do similar ones. We used to use a different one. It was run by the government, and it did maybe 20 or 30 more things, and I really liked it, but now it's not available because there are so many other ones that are free. And so this is enough information, but if we were together, I would wish that there was more information. So then I'm going to scroll past this. This is an example of what the charts will look like if you use your computer. And this is, or sorry, if you use your app, if you use your phone. It puts it all together. And this is an example of what it will look like if you use your computer. It doesn't matter to me. You're not going to be printing it out. But I want to see all of your charts. And so you'll take screenshots. If you don't know how to take a screenshot, you can just hold up your camera and take a picture, or you can Google how to take a screenshot. So record everything that you consume for 3 days, and then this will be your analysis part. This part right here is really important to me. I'm hoping that you remember chapter 1 and chapter 2 from our book. The USDA food pyramid is fine, but there are a lot of gaps and holes. So when you're analyzing it, I want you to analyze it according to what we have learned. So don't say, I need to drink more milk, but maybe instead state, I need calcium, and I know calcium does come from milk, but it also comes from these other sources. Or when it tells you how much protein you need, you know that your needs are different than everybody else. You have the 0.8 grams per kilogram, the 1 gram per kilogram, 1.2 grams per kilogram, depending on how active you are. So analyze this according to your own self. If you remember your BMR from the calculator, that's great. You should have your protein consumption from last week's discussions. Then there are these questions, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H, that are guiding you as you analyze it. And you can just write 1, here's a statement, or here's my response. 2, or you can write it a flowing paper. It doesn't matter to me. But I want you to analyze it in according to what we have learned and talked about all throughout this semester. And then here's the breakdown for your grades. So 2 pages, I want it to be full 2 pages, and I don't want it to be generic. I should stop having sodium. I should eat more salad. Like, be intentional. Some of the discussion board questions I've had, how could you actually add more beans to your diet? How could you actually drink more water? Like, what are some actual tangible and feasible ways that you could make better choices? Responding to all 8 questions, some specific examples, and then your charts and graphs. So this is a 50-point paper. It will be time consuming in the logging of what you eat and in the entering. The analyzing part, I think that you should be fine. I hope that I've prepped you well enough for that. But this is posted on Canvas, and so you can see it. When it is due, you can't start it the night before. So make sure that you note the due date. It's due on the 23rd of April, so make sure that you start it here, or even this week if you want to. Maybe you want to record Easter meal. Maybe your Easter meal, I don't know what we'll be doing for Easter, right? Kind of a whole new non-family thing. But record 3 different days, and then you'll submit it by this day. Exam 2. I have no idea what I want you guys to do for exam 2. I think it would be silly if I gave you quiz questions like you're already doing on Canvas, because it will be open note, open book. I don't want you just copy and pasting. That's not actually learning. So I'm going to try to figure out something. I want you to remember that quality of life is huge. I want you to remember that making tiny choices here and there, additions, subtractions to what you're doing, is the best way, right? Don't do something so stringent that you're going to fail and then fall back. I want you to remember that moving is really important. And so I'm going to try to be really creative in figuring out something for exam 2 that's not just a regurgitation of information. So again, if you have questions or comments or suggestions, I'm completely up for it, right? I've never given an exam on optimal health on Canvas before, and I want it to be life memorable, life helping. Fitness assessment. I have 2 videos from another professor, Shane Peterson, that show you how to do the sit-up and the push-up assessment, if you remember where your arms are and what you do. But right now our department is talking about whether or not we want to make this an actual assignment. You would need to find a bench that's 16.5 inches high, that's stable and sturdy, and you would need to download the Metronome app. So it is possible that you will not be doing the fitness assessment. I have all of your pre-test papers though, so if you want me to take a picture and send them to you, I gladly will. And you can do the assessment on your own. You can't do the in-body or the skin fold, but maybe you want to see how your fitness has been doing now that we're in quarantine. And so this is kind of an up in the air. We're not really sure what's going to go on. You will be doing a reflection paper, and that's already posted on Canvas. If we don't do the post fitness assessment, then your questions will be a little different, because usually you are reflecting on what you could do at the beginning, what you could do 15 weeks later. But it'll be a reflection of some sort of how are you staying active during this time? How's your mental health during this time? How's your spiritual health, your sleeping health? Are you sleeping way too much? Are you sleeping not enough? Are you remembering to take care of yourself while you are in this state of COVID-19 time? But all that to say, we are essentially going to be done here, and then I'll figure out what to do with this. So we only have 3 more class sessions of learning time. And so if you're feeling like you're overwhelmed with other classes, know that the last 2 weeks of school should be much easier, at least in regards to this class, because we're almost done. Does anybody have any questions? All of this is posted on Canvas. And so you can see it, but I just wanted to give you a verbal kind of summary so that you know to begin working on your nutrition analysis, to give yourself time to record things for 3 days. One thing with the nutrition analysis is that it's just an estimation. So you're guessing how much you've eaten of product A, B, and C. And so if in the end, if it says that you have consumed 300 calories more than you're wanting to, remember that it's just a guesstimation. It's not, I don't want you to measure and weigh things. I don't want you to feel obsessed about this. It's giving you an estimate of what you're consuming. And then when we talk about vitamins and minerals, you might go, oh my goodness, I didn't realize I'm not consuming any fruits on these days, or because I'm not consuming fruits, I'm not getting vitamin A, K, and C. And because of that, I now know that I could be prone to rickets or whatever it is that you might be low in. Let's see. I have I'm not going to go through the website because I think you guys are smart people. I'm going to stop sharing and we can just look at each other. Also, I was going to try to unmute you guys. Does anybody know? Can you unmute yourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody have any thoughts on how you want to be tested for your final exam, your exam 2? Or suggestions?
The best test is no test.
Yeah. How will I know?
You said we're smart, reliable humans.
You are so smart, Matt, and you're so good at volleyball, and I miss watching you play on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to make sure that you're not just Googling responses and posting them. I want this to be meaningful so that when you're 40 and 50 and 60 and 80 and 90, you go, I'm not going to sit down and get old. I'm going to get old and then sit down. I want to be able to do the things that are important. But I will keep that in mind. Does anybody have any other suggestions?
I got one.
Yeah?
What if we did like a one-on-one Zoom with you where we just kind of had a conversation about the stuff and stuff we've learned and kind of check for our comprehension and ask us some questions and we just kind of have a conversation?
I would love that. I don't know if you guys want to hang out with me one-on-one. I think I like you more than you guys like me.
I love
All
that.
right.
We like
But also maybe, and these are just me thinking out loud, maybe I could have the optional one-on-one meeting, or you could record yourself. Maybe bring up our original semester schedule and you could just go over the topics and just highlight what you've learned. Matt, is that too little of a test, too much of a test?
Oh, I like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah? Okay, so I want this to be beneficial to you. I know it's a GE class, but it's your life. Your life, you only have one body. Overall, do you guys feel like you are feeling overwhelmed with school being online, or is it doable?
It's a lot.
A lot? Yeah?
I think specifically for this class, it's not bad. I think just more so my other courses. I'm sorry.
Angie, you are so popular.
It's my old roommate.
Yeah, and I feel like, I'm sorry, I think the protein was too much, which is again why I extended it. It was the same information and we somehow would have done all together, but I do want you to know that I'm being mindful of your time and taking away some of the quizzes and whatnot. So I think that's a great idea, Brett. I will think about it, and I appreciate you guys. I don't really have too much more. Does anybody want to tell me a funny story or tell me about something cool they've done or how you guys are entertaining yourself or anything? Jonathan, I like your mask. What was that, Brett?
I'm at work right now, so yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Not very fun wearing a mask for 8 hours at work.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry, but it's better for you.
Like breathing in your own carbon dioxide and you just feel tired all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, it's drowsy.
Yeah, for sure. But you gotta do what you gotta do. My family and I have played like board games in the evening, which we never really do. We played a pretty mad game of Monopoly the other day.
Oh.
I don't know if you've ever played spoons, but it got pretty aggressive. I cut myself. Yeah.
We also have played a lot of games and have hung out a lot as a family and have done lots of little activities. We go on 4 bike rides a day at least.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
Rowan's doing really well on his little 12-inch 4-year-old bike. But yeah, it's different, right? I mean, it's a slower pace of life. We're very grateful. We both still have our paychecks coming in and we have good health. Brandon's grandma, who's 89, hasn't left her home since the very first outbreak. And her mom is dropping off food and is wiping every single thing off with Lysol. So we go over and we wave at her at the window and draw chalk on her patio sometimes. But yeah, it's a unique time, right? One to tell stories to your children. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you guys sign out if you want. I will post this for anybody who wasn't here. I appreciate you guys and what you said and what you wrote. I'm gonna keep it up just so that I can make sure I have this before I exit out. But blessings to you all. I miss you all. If you had your water bottle, you could show me your cool stickers. But you don't, but that's okay. And I will think about what the best method is for, actually one more question. So first week I did articles, second week I did lectures. What do you prefer for vitamins and minerals, or do you have a preference?
I like lectures. It's nice to have a break from reading. There's a lot of reading stuff right now. Kind of nice to listen.
Okay.
You do like a mixture of both. So like sure an article or something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
those were pretty short, which was nice. Like if they
Yeah.
were super long, I wrong, but they were pretty like to the point.
Yeah. Oops, my internet is unstable, so I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me. Oh, there it is back. Okay, well, I will work on next week, this week, and I will try to get it posted. I know some of you have been trying to work ahead, and if you guys have any questions, you can email me at any time. I deleted the must be due by date, and so if you submit it past the time, it will still be allowed, and so I'm not docking things point-wise, but I would suggest you stick with the schedule so that you don't then feel overwhelmed the last couple of weeks if you're leaving too much for yourself. So have a good day. Good to see you. Thank you guys for saying hi. I miss you all. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.